In December 2025, Jungkook of BTS once again found himself at the center of global attention, not through a surprise music release or a high-profile concert, but through a series of television and officially released program appearances that reignited worldwide fan engagement. Each appearance, whether brief or extended, quickly translated into trending topics, viral clips, and a renewed surge in global searches across multiple platforms. For many observers, this phenomenon underscored a familiar truth. Jungkook's influence extends far beyond music. Even in moments where he is not actively promoting a new album or single, his presence alone is enough to dominate conversations across continents. This renewed spotlight in December did not emerge in isolation. Instead, it reflects a convergence of factors: post-military return visibility, carefully curated media exposure, a global fanbase eager for content, and a broader cultural moment in which Jungkook's image represents both continuity and evolution for BTS and K-pop as a whole. Although Jungkook has technically been back in the public eye for some time following the completion of military service, December 2025 marked a period where audiences felt his presence more strongly than ever. Television programs and officially distributed content provided a structured yet intimate way for fans to reconnect with him. Unlike social media posts, television appearances carry a sense of permanence and legitimacy. They signal that an artist is not merely active, but positioned at the center of mainstream entertainment once again. For Jungkook, this distinction matters. Each appearance served as a reminder that his role in the industry is not transitional, but foundational. Viewers across Asia, Europe, the Americas, and beyond responded immediately. Search trends showed spikes following each broadcast, while clips circulated rapidly on social platforms within minutes of airing. In an era saturated with content, such instant reactions are increasingly rare and revealing. Some might argue that television no longer holds the power it once did, especially for global pop stars whose fandoms live primarily online. Jungkook's December appearances challenge that assumption. Television remains a powerful amplifier. It transforms moments into shared experiences, creating synchronized viewing across time zones and cultures. When Jungkook appears on a program, fans are not merely watching individually, they are watching together, reacting in real time and participating in a collective moment. This shared experience fuels engagement. Fans discuss outfits, expressions, offhand comments, and subtle gestures. Media outlets publish recaps and analysis. Entertainment programs replay clips. The result is a feedback loop in which one appearance generates days, sometimes weeks, of sustained conversation. For Jungkook, this effect is magnified by the emotional context of his return. Every appearance carries symbolic weight, representing resilience, continuity, and a new chapter. One of the clearest indicators of Jungkook's impact in December 2025 was the measurable surge in global search activity following his television appearances. Search engines recorded sharp increases in queries related to Jungkook's name, BTS-related content, program titles and episode clips, fashion items worn during appearances, quotes and moments from broadcasts. These spikes were not limited to one region. Data patterns suggested simultaneous interest from South Korea, Japan, Southeast Asia, the United States, Europe, and parts of South America. This global response highlights Jungkook's rare position as a truly international figure. While many artists trend regionally, Jungkook trends globally and often simultaneously. While data provides quantifiable proof of impact, the qualitative response from fans paints an even richer picture. Across fan communities, December's television appearances sparked emotional reactions. Many fans described feelings of comfort, pride, and nostalgia. Others focused on Jungkook's demeanor, his calmness, confidence, and subtle maturity compared to earlier years. Rather than explosive hype alone, the response carried a sense of reassurance. Fans were not simply excited, they felt grounded by his presence. This emotional stability is a crucial aspect of Jungkook's appeal in this stage of his career. He is no longer perceived only as the youngest member of BTS, but as an artist who has grown alongside his audience. Mainstream media coverage in December reflected the shift. Rather than framing Jungkook's appearances as novelty events, outlets increasingly described them as cultural moments. Headlines emphasized his sustained relevance, his global reach without new music releases, his ability to command attention through presence alone. This narrative is significant. It suggests that Jungkook has crossed a threshold from pop phenomenon to enduring public figure. In entertainment journalism, longevity is often valued more than virality. Jungkook's December visibility suggested that he is capable of both. The significance of these appearances cannot be separated from the broader post-military context. For South Korean male artists, the period following military service often determines the trajectory of their careers. Some struggle to regain momentum, others return briefly before fading from the spotlight. Jungkook's December 2025 television presence offered a clear counterexample. Instead of reintroducing himself cautiously, he appeared fully integrated, comfortable, confident, and in demand. This seamless return reinforced public confidence in his longevity and in BTS's continued relevance as a group. Another notable aspect of December's response was how Jungkook's appearances influenced broader conversations about BTS. Even when appearing individually or with select members, Jungkook's visibility sparked renewed interest in the group as a whole. Searches for BTS-related content rose alongside those for Jungkook, suggesting that his presence functions as a gateway back into the BTS universe. This dynamic highlights Jungkook's role as both an individual star and a bridge to the group's collective identity. As with many of Jungkook's public appearances, December broadcasts also reignited discussions around fashion and image. Outfits worn during television appearances quickly became topics of interest. Fans and media alike analyzed styling choices, interpreting them as reflections of his evolving identity. Importantly, these discussions unfolded without overt promotion. Jungkook did not need to explain his choices. The audience did that work themselves. This silent influence, where presence alone generates conversation, is one of the hallmarks of cultural power. While Jungkook has trended countless times before, December 2025 felt different to many observers. The reaction was less chaotic and more sustained. Instead of brief spikes followed by rapid decline, engagement unfolded steadily. Conversations evolved rather than evaporated. This pattern suggests a maturation not only of Jungkook as an artist, but of his audience as well. Fans who grew up alongside BTS are now adults navigating complex lives. They respond differently to public figures than they did a decade ago. Jungkook's demeanor during his television appearances, measured, composed, reflective, aligned closely with this evolved audience mindset. Another crucial factor in December's global impact was how international media framed Jungkook's appearances. Rather than focusing solely on ratings or viral metrics, many outlets contextualized his presence within larger narratives. The evolution of K-pop's global influence, the sustainability of idol careers post-military service, the shifting expectations placed on global superstars. This framing elevated Jungkook's appearances from entertainment events to cultural reference points. When media treats an appearance as meaningful, audiences follow suit.